What are you erasing?
I said it's about 2 o'clock and you wrote it down.
All right, let's get on to your second one right now. Get writing on your second one. Did you get your first one done?
No.
Come on, let's go. We need to get that second one done. You have the second one all finished?
What's that mean, sports and
What sports do people play in this area?
football, basketball?
Write them down. Tell them kids play, adults play. What team do we have here in Connecticut? Do we have any baseball team? Ah, we have a basketball team that people like, and you could say the Yukon Huskies. Do you have anything else? All right, you could say Plainville has the Blue Devils. Is there a team that plays at the Civic Center that people sometimes like to? The Hartford Whalers. You could write that down. Okay, so write it down. Come on, we need to get that done. Did you get your second one done? Get on with, you've got the second? So you've got 2 down here? Oh, I don't think so. This is all just our community. You need to do your next one. What's your next one? Choose one and do it right now, quick, quick. Yep. All right, choose a third one and do it right now.
Like where people work? Or
Yeah, what other buildings are around in Plainville besides schools?
That's a hard one.
That's a hard one? Let's get going. Second one. And then on other spots it's pretty, so what you need to say is it's a combination. All right, let's go to the next one. What's your next, okay, you've got it? It snows.
How could we get done fast?
Where do parents work? Where do you think? Okay, you can write down Hartford. And now that you've got that done, choose a third one and answer some questions about it.
One of my cousin's friends killed a rabbit. Her father killed a rabbit, and they ate it for supper that night. She still had the skin, and it had all the bubbles on it, and the blood gushing out. It was sick. And then the mother cooked it, and it was like 4 pieces, and she had seasoning on it and stuff.
Okay. We got our answers? Are you contributing, Ryan? I hope so. What?
How do you spell Yukon?
U-C-O-N. N-N. Sorry. No.
What else games do we play?
Yeah.
What else games do we play?
Okay, how are we doing? What do we have here?
We're going to try and get one more animal and one more garden. We can put malt and whatever. QPS Wayfarers. That's what my mom. Most people work because there's a lot of people on the model.
All right.
I got this one, so that one.
Okay, you have 2 more minutes to finish up these answers. Try to do a third one. See what you can come up with a third. Anthony, you got a third one done? You got some answers on the second? Choose a third one and answer the questions real fast. What is he answering? That you should be careful that he's writing the right thing. Come on.
Hot, about 90 degrees. It's pretty dry, You sweat?
Yes, you do. Okay. What I need for you to do now, how many people got all 2 answered? Great. How many people even got a third one done? Fantastic. What I need you to do right now is I need you to put your 2 names on that paper. Put your 2 names on that paper. On the one that has the answers on it, Anthony. What did I just ask you to do? Take this. Tomorrow we'll get them back and write some paragraphs. Katie and Beth. Ryan and Roger. That's all right. Whoa. Settle down. Lydia, if I am cleaning up and taking things, you people know what you should be doing. Yep. And fooling around is not one of them. Please clear off your desks. The next thing that I'm going to ask you to do is to close your mouths, right? So that you're ready for directions. Otherwise, you're going to miss the directions and you're going to say, I don't know what to do. Katie. And Danny, take off your crayons so they don't fall on the floor. The next thing that we're going to talk about is something that I know you loved working with in 3rd grade, and I bet you can tell me some interesting things about that in just a minute. You need to have your desks cleared because you're going to have a lot of different things. And last year, and we haven't had a chance to get started too much in these, we played, and I'm sure you did, some interesting different types of shapes. Who remembers what these are called? Whoa. Who remembers what those are called? What are they called, Jimmy? Pentominoes. No, they're not pentominoes. Pentominoes look a little bit different. You remember, Ryan? They're called pattern blocks. Who remembers why they're called pattern blocks? Why, Kate?
They're different shapes.
They are different shapes.
You can make patterns.
And you can make patterns with them, absolutely. What's a pattern? What does that mean? If I said to you I can make a pattern, Roger?
If you put one thing in there different than to the thing you put before that, after.
Sure. So if I did yellow, and then I did blue, and then I did yellow, and then I did blue, do I have a pattern? Right. And we've been doing a lot of work with patterns, haven't we? Some of those morning puzzles that we do continue the pattern. Patterning is fun. But patterning is something that you people are experts with by now. And I know we like to make patterns, and you like to spread all these blocks on the floor and make all sorts of wonderful patterns. And that's great for you to do when you want to do that at recess. But this year we're going to do a little bit more with these pattern blocks and come up with different things. Pretty soon we're going to start the geometry chapter, and when we start geometry we start looking at shapes. Does anybody remember the name of that shape? What's the name of that shape, Danny?
Hexagon.
This is a hexagon. Good. Very good. It's the yellow hexagon. It has how many sides, Danny?
6.
6. That's what gives it its name, the sides of the shape. It's called a regular hexagon. I'm going to tell you that because every angle is the same. But anything that has 6 sides is considered a hexagon. What about this shape? Tell me what the name of that shape is. Alicia, what's that shape? Wait a minute. Alicia, look at that shape and you tell me what is that shape. That's a square, right. Don't go try to say, oh, I'm not sure. Don't get fancy. It's a square. Who remembers the rule for a square? How do we know it's a square? Beth?
4 corners, the line.
Good girl. 4 different lines, 4 different sides. They're all the same. And we have 4 corners. All right, we have this interesting little shape, this green shape. What's the green shape, Jimmy?
Triangle.
A triangle. You've had triangles for a long time. What's the definition of a triangle?
It has to have 3 equal sides.
It doesn't have to be equal. They just have to be 3 sides. This one's a special kind of triangle because it does have 3 equal sides. Very good. This shape. There's a strange shape. Looks a little bit different, Todd?
Parallelogram.
Very good. What does it mean, parallel? Anybody remember? You may not even have heard of that word before. But this year we're going to talk about these a lot. Do you know what parallel means?
Uneven.
Not uneven.
Back and forth, back and forth.
Oh, careful. Listen to me. If I have a train track, the two train tracks run parallel. I want you to look at the back of your desk and the front of your desk. They're parallel. I want you to look at the ceiling and I want you to look at the floor. They're parallel. What do you think parallel might mean? Nicole?
Opposite of each other.
They're opposite of each other? Good. Can you figure out what they're never going to do? What are two parallel lines never going to do, Felicity? They're never going to touch, right? Take your hands and go along the back of your desk and go along the front of your desk and move it down. Are you going to ever touch each other? Not if you continue that line. Does the ceiling ever meet the floor? No. Hope not. Not in this room. All right. Parallel lines don't touch. Yep. When it meets the side. Well, when it meets the side, we're at a different thing. If it falls down. We're going to hope it doesn't fall down. Okay, so this is called a parallelogram because we have this side and we have this side. These two are never going to touch. This side and this side are never going to touch. That's a parallelogram. Look at this funny shape. Does that look similar to the shape you just saw? It certainly is. Looks like a flattened parallelogram, right? Look at that. Look at that funny name over there. Can somebody pronounce that name? What is it, Todd? A rhombus, right. A rhombus is a squished parallelogram. Kind of looks weird. There are some other interesting facts about rhombuses that we'll get into later, but we don't need to know that. All you need to know is this looks almost just like a parallelogram, but it's a little squished down. And here's that last shape. So by process of elimination, Sean, what's that last shape? It's a trapezoid. Look at this. We have two what kind of sides? Two what kind? Are these two sides ever going to touch? So what do you think we call these two sides? Shane? Parallel. It has a pair of parallel sides. What about these two? If I continue this side, would it touch? So that's what makes a trapezoid. It only has two sides that are parallel. The others would eventually touch if I continued the line. Very good. Those are pattern blocks, and we're going to be learning a whole bunch of things about pattern blocks. What I need is one out of every two of you. Whoever did not have the compass the first time, come on back and get a bucket of pattern blocks. You can take the tops off. Are you listening? I see people not listening. Okay. I think because this is brand new and it's the first time you've done this year, I'm going to give you 10 minutes and see if you can make an interesting pattern between the two of you. You can each make your own or you can make it together.
Good for you.
Make your own pattern right here.
Can I make an animal with a pattern?
Make a pattern. Make sure it's a pattern, not just an animal.
No.
Make sure you're making a pattern, not just a picture. There's a difference. We need a pattern. They're all together. Okay.
Her nose and 2 eyes. Okay.
If you close it up, do you see if it will work? See if you can get that blue one in there. Good. Nice. Okay, everybody stand up. Stand up. Ready? Let's see, did everybody make their own pattern, I hope? Great. Walk, exchange with your partner. Exchange with your partner. Seats. Swap seats. I want you to sit down now and continue the pattern. Can you continue it? You can't reach back on your pattern. He'll continue your pattern. Continue the pattern. Make it go out. You cannot remove his. All right, so she'll have to continue one side, and that's what I thought. You can work together. Can you continue the pattern that was started? Okay, let's make that pattern continue. Did he have those in there or not? What you just had out there? Okay. Did he have green on there? No. On his pattern? Then you can't do that. You need to continue the pattern that's actually there. You can't do any more? Why not? So what would come next? Why can't you do it more? Oh, curve it around a little.
I did.
Great. Okay. Now go back, exchange back to your seats. Lights are off, you know the rules. Exchange back to your seats. Take a look at the person. Did they continue your pattern appropriately? All right. Please take the pattern blocks and put them back in the buckets. Appropriately put them back in the buckets. I want you two to settle down now. I see people not listening to directions. I gave you a direction. I expect you to follow it. I said for you to put all the pattern blocks back in the bucket. In front of you, you now have Kelly Kangaroo, which is the animal that I have up on the overhead. What I want you to do now, without looking at anybody else's paper, is I want you to use pattern blocks and cover Kelly Kangaroo. We're not talking, we're doing something I just asked you to do. Come on, Alicia. You can do it. Get it covered. About 1 more minute and you should have him or her covered. So if you're chatting, you need to get it covered. No, we're not together. We're just getting her done. Come on, Adam. If you want to put it there, put it there. Now let's fill in the rest. Come on. Okay, 1, 2, 3 Kelly kangaroos done. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 12, 13. Oh, Danny's having trouble figuring this out, huh? Come on. What can go in there?
I figured it out already.
All right. Great. Now let's get that tail. Is that right?
And the triangle and all the other big shapes.
I mean, with what, tangrams, not pattern blocks, right? Uh-oh.
She's so ugly that he wants to make her uglier.
Oh. Well, let's hurry up and just get it covered so we can go on while you're waiting. All right, I would like everybody's attention now. All of you that have her done, I don't want any more pattern blocks added that are not supposed to be there. Right, you should have Kelly Kangaroo totally covered. What I want you to do is look at your neighbors, first of all. Do they look alike? Did your neighbor cover Kelly Kangaroo exactly as you did? No, let's see. What I want you to do now is I want you to sort the blocks. You're going to take the blocks off Kelly Kangaroo and sort them by the different blocks. In other words, all the yellow hexagons in a pile, all the blue parallelograms in a pile. So we're ready to count and record. Everybody got them sorted? Do not, why are you two fiddling back and forth? We need to only touch our own pattern blocks. Okay. What we want to do is we want to record how many of each made yellow hexagons, and let's see how close we are. What we want to do is we're going to find out. Daya, how many yellow hexagons did you use? None. She used none. What did you use? One. What did you use? One. What did you use? One. What did you use? Two. What did you use, Greg? Two. What did you use? Two. What did you use? Two. How many yellow hexagons, Katie? Two. Beth? Two. Roger? Two. Two. Jesse? Felicity? Sean? Danny? One. We have another one. Adam? And Anthony? Two. Do you think that 2 is the most yellow hexagons we could possibly use? I want you to look at your Kelly Kangaroo. And not to do it. I want you to look at her. And I want you to see if you think you could possibly put down 3 yellow hexagons. Or would that be impossible? How many people think you could put down 3? How many people think 3 would not fit? It would go out of the line. Let's see. Everybody pick up 3 yellow hexagons and see if you can place them within the body. Would they fit? inside. Do they fit?